is Virginia? This was one that privately you heard the Rubio folks saying, we think we could win this. This is a good mix for us. Again, a college educated and then some, a force that would be very much in our favor for Marco Rubio. Donald Trump ends up likely picking that up. Former Virginia Governor, Senator George Allen, with us on that. Of course, Governor, Senator, you were a big backer, Marco Rubio. He couldn't close the deal there. It's looking possible he doesn't close any deal tonight. What do you make of that?
Well, I was with Marco all over Virginia, and if you look at the late-breaking decider, so to speak, Marco did very well. The people who get to see him and hear his message go for him. What you need to look at here, and you know I love sports analogies, is we're in effect the second quarter of this contest, and in Virginia it's all purely proportional. Assuming it ends up being 36 for Trump and 32 for Marco, that means Marco gets 16 delegate votes and Donald Trump gets 18. What we were looking in our internal polls is Marco is running neck and neck with Donald Trump, but John Kasich, who's going to get probably around 9–10%, if you put that together, you know, it'd be the lead. And so I was listening to all you gentlemen and Maria talking about this as if it's all over. Once you get to March 15th, that will be really important. That's your 2-minute drill. You're getting winner take all. Marco's got to win Florida, no doubt about it. But the front runner, Donald Trump, and I congratulate him on his victories that he's getting, is that he's not getting, though, over 50%. And so as things winnow down, and I don't know how long John Kasich will stay in, but we feel that most of John Kasich's supporters would be for Marco Rubio. And so Marco's going to fight for the party of Ronald Reagan. He's got positive, constructive ideas.
What if this is bigger than the party of Ronald Reagan, though? And what if
Say what?
What if this is bigger than the party of Ronald Reagan? That he's got a base that's much bigger than Reagan's. That is Donald Trump. And to your point about, wait a minute. To your point that, you know, it's still close, maybe in your fine state, but nationally it's looking like he stands, at least in these 11 states or so, up for grabs, of picking up a minimum of 300 delegates. And if you keep to these percentages this evening, much closer to 350 to 375 delegates.
Right. Good mathematics there. And Marco will pick up anywhere. He'll be at 113 to 178.
But you see what I mean by the mathematical gap there? It's huge.
Yeah, no, but also the key, though, is that you need 1,237 delegates to get the nomination.
Well,
so
Donald
it's
Trump is a lot
early.
closer to that by the end of the night than your guy is. Do you worry about that?
True, but it changes once we get to March 15th, and it's winner take all.
But if he doesn't win his state of Florida, it's over for Rubio, right?
Well, he's got to win his home state, no question about that, and he will win Florida. And we're very confident that Marco will win Florida, and he'll get all the delegate votes there. It won't be proportional.
Well, 99,
and that's an important
delegates.
Right, all
Governor
99.
Lou Dobbs, Rubio's people told us he was going to win Virginia tonight. He's got a 20-point deficit with Trump right now. He's got 10 days to close it, right?
No, well,
14
what,
days.
in Virginia?
14 days. Yeah.
Yeah, and he will. People in Florida know him. The internal polls have it very, very close, and as a lot of the folks drop out and realize that Marco...
The Palm Beach poll today has Trump up 22 points.
Well, we'll see. What matters is on the Ides of March there, and I think Marco's going to do very, very well, and he will win Florida. Obviously, it's crucial.
But you
could,
would you
so
support Donald Trump if he ends up getting the nomination?
Yes, I said I would support whomever the nominee is.
So all these
other
Republicans who say they could not, Chrissy Todd Whitman and others saying, no way could they ever do it. Well,
that's their decision.
What
I tell them, I said, you know, elections are about choices. Ronald Reagan said it's a time for choosing, and the future is now, is my father's term, and the future of our country is at stake here. That's why I think Marco Rubio, though, can unite our party and get more independents and win. And Virginia, by the way, is a pivotal state. A lot of these other states are wonderful states, but as you all know, it comes down to Florida, Virginia, Ohio, Iowa, Colorado, and Nevada as the key battleground states. And so Marco does very well in Virginia, and if it were Marco versus Donald Trump one-on-one, Marco would win Virginia.
All right, well,
but it's not.
It is not.
But we'll fight on.
Not even remotely that. Our governor.
It's only the second quarter. We'll fight on.
I understand.